Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and I am back for day number 31 of the March Madness Sketch Challenge from Scrap Now, Sleep Later. I cannot believe I made it. Here is the sketch that I'm going to be using today, and I pulled out the Echo Park Imagine That collection to document some photos of us at Gatorland. Now, I did document earlier this week photos of us at the splash pad at Gatorland, but these photos are actually going to be the gator photos. For this layout, I'm going to pull out that plaid paper, and on that plaid paper it does have orange dotted lines, so I went ahead and pulled out this orange star paper to really pull out that orange from the plaid paper. So the sketch calls for the orange paper to have a notebook edge, so I used my notebook border punch to add that edge to it, and then it also calls for a strip of paper up at the top, so I went ahead and pulled out this starry paper, but once I cut it down you really just kind of see the navy part of the paper. Once I get all of that done, I will lay out the papers, and I had to pull my Echo Park dots and stripes. I have a container that has just the tone on tone B-side paper, and I pull that out whenever I need another solid because this collection didn't have a lot of solids. It definitely did not have a navy solid, so this tone on tone polka dotted paper was perfect for the two circles that the sketch called for. So I went ahead and added one to the left and one to the right, and then I'm going to distress all the edges in faded jeans. I am so excited to be done with March Madness. I cannot believe that I was able to get 31 layouts done. I feel like I have accomplished a major goal, and I am so excited that all of you guys came along with me for this journey. All the comments that you guys have left encouraging me has been just so amazing, and I just want to let you know how appreciative I am of each and every one of you spending your time each day watching my videos. I can't say thank you enough for that. So with that being said, I have had lots of thoughts about where I want my channel to go in the future and my thought process about handling this. Obviously, I cannot keep up a layout a day. I have neglected lots of other things in my life to manage this. It is something that I definitely will do again in the future, maybe a couple months down the road, maybe in the fall, something like that, where I have enough time to plan so that I'm not actually doing a layout a day, because the layout a day part isn't the hard part. It's the editing the videos and voiceovers and getting everything up is what makes it difficult. So if it's something that I can plan where I'm actually doing a layout a day and then having more time to plan the videos, I think it would be something that I absolutely will do again in the future. Some of the other things that I've thought about, especially since I've been going back and watching some of my older videos, I really would like to have some type of series on my channel where I go back and recreate a layout. Obviously using different photos, almost scraplifting myself, because there are some videos that I've watched that I was like, hey, I really enjoyed that layout. And then there's other videos that I've watched that, if you guys have followed me for any significant amount of time, you know that I was in a relationship in the past. When that relationship ended, I had a ton of layouts that were very specific to his children, and so I put those in an album and actually gave them to their mom. So there's lots of layouts that I have on my channel that I no longer have possession of, and while obviously I don't need those photos scrapbooked because they are not of my life and they're specific to those children, I wouldn't mind having those layouts in my life, meaning scrap lifting those particular layouts into layouts that I could use. And then also I have realized that I have a significant amount of photos, and I am trying to wrap my head around getting all of those organized and printed, and I have just so many ideas. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I would love for your comments below, is probably about day 6 or 7, I stopped journaling on these layouts, and it was intentional in the fact that I was spending a significant amount of time on that, and it was something that had to go. It was the one thing that could go, and I felt like it was okay. I do have a crop coming up where I plan to journal on those. Because also, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago, I decided that I needed to put some layouts away because the place where I keep my layouts were overflowing with layouts. And when I started to put those layouts away, about half of them did not have dates and journaling. So my thought process was, for this crop that I'm coming up to, which will be in April, bringing all of those layouts and spending that time finding the dates, journaling, documenting all of that information. So is that something that you guys would like to see, like my thought process about how I journal? I have talked about it in a couple of videos, but it would be a video obviously of just me journaling, probably on, well, there's at least 20 layouts from this particular month of March Madness that I need journaling on. And I would say there's probably at least another 15, if not 20 other layouts that need journaling as well. So I would set up my camera at the crop, and it would just be me showing you how I go online and search for ideas on journaling and how I document the journaling. I would obviously do the voiceover afterwards and walk through like my thought process of creating that journaling. So is that something that you guys want to see? Or you can absolutely say, Lisa, that is not anything that I care to know about. Like, obviously I know how to journal on my layouts and I don't need that step-by-step instruction, or I don't need those ideas. And I'm perfectly fine with that too. Like, if you guys think that that idea is just way far-fetched and it's not something that you would be interested in seeing, let me know in the comments. I don't want to put the time and energy into putting out content that you guys don't want to see. So on that note as well, let me know in the comments below, is there something particular that you want to see so that I can, again, try to boost my watch hours. That's really what I'm trying to do, is get those watch hours up, and I want to put out content that is going to draw people in. So I don't feel like I have any type of rocket science in regards to what I do for my layouts. I don't feel like my layouts are above and beyond extraordinary. Obviously, I'm not, ever going to make a design team for a big major company, because I don't feel like my work is up to that par. I love my work. I think my work is gorgeous. I just don't think that it's what companies are looking for, because I don't tend to use a ton of product on my layouts like design teams want you to do. All right, so I rambled and rambled for a long time on that. Again, I feel like I've done that for these last two videos, but the same concept from the past video. I looked through a ton of my thickers to find a font that I liked, and I have my silhouette and I could have used that, but sometimes I just want to use the stickers that I have, and I have a ton of thickers that I picked up over the years, mainly from Tuesday Morning, and I want to use those up. I don't want to just disregard those because I've been using my silhouette more. I did cut out the letter A with my silhouette 4 times actually, and I stacked it so that I could have a really big letter, because that size letter, I don't know that I have that in any of my thickers. And then I used some tile stickers for the words is and for. So my title is A is for Alligator, which I think is very funny, because I don't know, I saw it online in another layout when I was searching for alligator layouts, and this one, that's what came up, and I was like, that's kind of cool. I'm going to use that. So these photos, like I said, are from Gatorland. These particular photos are over on the far left. We are actually sitting on a gator. His mouth is absolutely taped up, but the way they have you hold the alligator, it's covering the tape, so it looks like you're super strong in holding him. And obviously you can see that because little man in the bottom there is holding the gator as well. And then there's a picture of a guy who has like a gator holding him up with his chin. It's amazing. That gator show is really awesome. And then over on the right hand side, there's a section where you can feed the gators, and it's basically just kind of like a fishing pole and some hot dogs. So we fed some gators over there. I did use my silhouette to cut out that very cute gator and a little water splash pad thing. I think he's super cute. At the very end of this layout, I'm going to add googly eyes, which I think is really cute. I only added 1, but now I feel like I needed 2. So let me know in the comments below. Should I add a second googly eye to him? Like, should he have 2 googly eyes? Because it kind of looks like it's the side of his head, but then maybe not. I did use the sticker sheet for some of my clusters. I also pulled out my embellishment books for some of them as well. And just kind of really building up those clusters. I knew I was going to have this video more about talking about my channel as opposed to this particular layout, even though this layout is super cute, and we have gone to Gatorland quite a few times to see the gators, We've held the gators, all kinds of fun things here. It's definitely something that we enjoy doing because I know there's other places where you can hold gators, but I feel like Florida is the place to be when you're holding gators because that's what we are definitely known for. I did try to add a second gator down to the bottom right, but he just wasn't configuring very well over there, so he didn't make it to the layout. All right, here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. I hope you enjoyed my rambling all throughout this layout. And definitely let me know below in the comments if I need a second googly eye on that alligator up there next to my title. All right, if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.